Hey there. Do you ever find yourself grappling with a bunch of categorical data and not knowing the best way to present it? Well, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to walk you through the art of visualizing categorical variables, turning those confusing data sets into clear, insightful visual representations. Let's dive right in. First up, we have frequency distribution tables. Picture this, a table with two columns. The first column, category, lists distinct groups in your dataset, like car brands or customer satisfaction ratings. The second column, frequency, shows how often each category appears. It's your go-to for getting a quick snapshot of your data. Frequency distribution tables are particularly useful when you need to understand the basic structure of your data. They provide a straightforward way to see which categories are most common and which are less frequent. This can be incredibly helpful when you're just starting to explore your dataset and need to get a sense of the overall distribution. Now let's talk about bar charts. Imagine turning that frequency distribution table on its side. The horizontal axis, or x-axis, represents the categories, while the vertical axis, or y-axis, shows how many times each category appears. Bar charts are fantastic for comparing the size of different categories at a glance. Simple, effective, and visually appealing. Bar charts can also be customized in various ways to highlight different aspects of your data. For example, you can use color coding to differentiate between categories or add data labels to make the chart more informative. This makes bar charts a versatile tool for presenting categorical data in a way that's easy to understand and visually engaging. Moving on to pie charts. These are excellent for showing how each piece contributes to the whole. Each slice of the pie represents a category, and the size of the slice shows its proportion in the dataset. It's like seeing the big picture through a colorful lens. Pie charts are particularly effective when you want to emphasize the relative proportions of different categories. They provide a clear visual representation of how each category contributes to the whole, making it easy to see which categories are most significant. However, it's important to use pie charts judiciously, as they can become cluttered and hard to read if there are too many categories. And lastly, let's not forget about Pareto diagrams. These charts are a game changer. They help you apply the 80-20 rule, showing categories arranged by frequency in descending order. Add a cumulative frequency line and voila, you can easily spot which few categories have the most significant impact. It's all about focusing on what really matters. Pareto diagrams are particularly useful for identifying the most important categories in your dataset. By arranging categories in descending order of frequency and adding a cumulative frequency line, you can quickly see which categories account for the majority of your data. This makes Pareto diagrams an invaluable tool for prioritizing your efforts and focusing on the categories that have the greatest impact. In conclusion, choosing the right tool for visualizing categorical data depends greatly on the message you want to convey. Whether it's frequency distribution tables for a clear overview, bar charts for comparison, pie charts for proportion, or Pareto diagrams for impact analysis, each has its unique strengths. So, next time you're faced with a bunch of categorical data, remember these techniques. They're not just tools, they're your best allies in communicating data effectively. Thanks for tuning in, and keep those visuals insightful and engaging.